another episode of Rich Team Real Estate. On this video, we're coming back with another different approach to sharing the information. Today, we have a guest on the channel with us today. I am not going to introduce her, I'm going to allow her to introduce herself, yes? She's actually with the Real Realtor group in Florida. She's also one of, if not the top earner in the group also. So you don't know, big shot company channel today. Yes, so what we're going to talk about in this video actually, guys, we're going to talk about real estate. Obviously, we're going to talk about AI and the fact, or should I say the approach or the hold AI has on the economics now, right? So Bo is going to give his pointers, she's going to give her pointers. They're going to have a very informational and informative discussion. Yes, so just stay tuned, relax, enjoy, and watch the video. As you want to say, big up on yourself.
Hey guys, how you doing? You already know this is your boy Ben the Rich from Rich Team Real Estate. I have a special guest in the building, but before I make any introduction, I want you guys to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the post notification bell so you could be notified whenever we drop a banging video. I'm going to allow this realtor to introduce herself because she really don't need no introduction.
Hi guys, my name is Sade. I'm with First World Realty Group. If you guys are looking for relocating or anything like that, you can definitely reach out to me at 786-262-5463. And if you want to send me an email, you can do so at shadefowler19@gmail.com.
Okay, cool. So you guys met Sade. As you know, she is a realtor in Florida, but her hands are long, her wings are big. So any state that you want to work with a realtor in, she have connections in about 49 states that I know about. So you wouldn't have a problem working with Sade. The topic for today is going to be crazy because, as you can see, Donald Trump is in power. Elon Musk is his assistant. I didn't vote for Elon Musk. I'm not sure if Sade did. Did you vote for Elon Musk?
No.
Okay.
No.
So now AI is taking over the world. So we're having this big debate, and if they create an AI app to replace realtors, how would that go? So Sade think that an AI app is not able to replace realtors. I feel different about it. So I'm gonna let her explain why she think that, you know, an in-person experience as a realtor is better than an AI app. I'm gonna show her that they're gonna normalize the AI app, so people is actually gonna use the app over using a realtor. So go ahead. Why you think that the AI app won't work? Because you need that in-person interaction.
Because the way I look at it, most people need representation in terms of when you're starting a house process and you're looking for a house.
Yeah.
You know, you go down the traditional list of, you know, they have 20% down, good credit, you know, 6 months or 3 months of reserves, just, you know, for backup. So you have all those things in place.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like for the average American right now in the economy that we're in,
yeah,
most people already have a lot going on in their life. And therefore, I feel like a realtor is needed because this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. And we can look from it from a non-emotional standpoint that can advocate for these clients to get the best deal. It's like if you're in a court system and you commit a crime, you're not going to go representing yourself.
No.
Because you don't speak that language.
No.
You get an attorney to represent you, and that's what realtors do, especially for buyers and sellers, because everybody's in it for their best interests, depending on the side that you're on in a transaction.
So what exactly does a realtor bring to the table? Because I want you to give me the list, and then I'm going to give you the list of how AI could actually do everything that I'm telling you that a physical realtor is going to do today.
A realtor right now is important because having all the documents is one. Like you can go on any YouTube, any Google anything, and it will give you a list, right?
Yeah.
And you can reach out to your bank or anything and you get pre-approved for a certain amount.
Yeah.
But then through the initial process of finding a home and putting in an offer, some people don't know days on market. Like you see a property at a set price, if they don't know, okay, let's see what the days on market is so we can negotiate to get you, the buyer, the best deal. A buyer wouldn't know that. They probably feel like either they're going to lowball the offer or go in as just as about the offer. How about concessions? Sometimes a buyer don't know that, hey, you can get a concession to fix up the house if it doesn't look exactly how you want it to look. So your realtor see these things as they look at individual property and on your behalf as a buyer can say, hey, let's ask the seller for this. Let's ask the seller for that. Let's ask for certain contingencies and stuff like that. You plug in your information into an AI app to get you a house. The AI is not gonna
specifically what I said yesterday. Go ahead.
No, I'm not counteracting what you said.
Because that's what I said yesterday, but I see you're counteracting. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm clearing up what you said yesterday because I didn't say that AI is not great, because they are apps like Realtor.com now have something, Redfin have something where you can go in and make a purchase. But what I'm saying is buyers have to be aware of what they're getting themselves into. A house is one of the biggest assets most American will ever own, and maybe not even get to own. It's still a dream.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest bill you'll ever pay in a lifetime.
Okay then. So when you think about all the little parts of it, you need one person that connects you to all the lender and title and everything to keep on track on everything for you to make sure you have a smooth transaction.
Okay, so this is what I think they're gonna do. So if you didn't know, our program is really educational. They're planning to come up with ways like apps, like they're trying to cut out like the real life realtors and use apps to replace them. This is what I think they're gonna do, and this is what I told Sade yesterday. That's why we're having this debate here today. All right, the first thing, if I was the one creating the app, Shade is saying, you need someone to educate the customer. You could create an app that's user friendly. So this is how I would create the app. I would create the app where the first thing what you have to do, you have to fill out your personal information. So you got to put your name, put your social security number, your current address, if you have any assets that you own, all of that stuff, because that comes in play with your debt to income ratio. For those who don't know what a debt to income ratio is how much you make per month versus how much you spend per month, or how much is your bills per month that's recorded on your credit report, which I explained that in previous videos. So you guys know the terms by this if you're following us on the channel. So the first thing that I would have done was what I just told you. So you put your personal information in. After you put your personal information in, say for instance, I want to buy a house from Shade. After you list your personal information, then I could go ahead and search for the house. I plug in the house address. When I plug in that house address, the AI app is going to tell me the year the house was built, the square footage of the house. It's going to show you a 3D model of the house, and it's also going to have a floor plan of the house. It's also going to tell you the value of the house of current based on the neighborhood. So that app will even run your comps. So even say they want a house for $320,000.
Okay.
But when you run the comps, the house is valuing $330,000, but you want a little more equity in it. The app is telling you that, look, the max that somebody's going to pay for this house is $330,000. So that I don't need a realtor there to negotiate the price, because I'm saying in my own mind, if the house is selling at $320,000, I already have $10,000 equity in the house. Then the app is also going to tell you that, hey, you could get seller's concession. Then it's going to explain to you what a seller concession is. Hey,
but you have to remember, you know, not every seller, because when they made the initial change last year on the fact that sellers don't have to pay commission to realtors or give anything to buyers. and therefore that kind of created a disrupt, because traditionally
the seller
would pay
the realtor,
the
4 to
realtor
6%.
and sometimes offer something towards the buyers, helping with closing.
Yes.
Anything that the buyer needs, they would have that. Remember, that's optional.
But you don't let me finish creating my app.
But what if a seller is not offering anything? You would need a real life person to say, hey, seller, Mr. Seller, your property now is sitting on the market for 180 days or 120 days. And therefore, for my client, you need to give us something.
Okay. But
so where does the app fit into a situation like that?
But that's where I'm going to finish now. So listen now. After you put in the offer, the app is going to let you be able to put in an offer based on all the information that you're given. Remember, the app already told you your credit score. The app, no, not your credit score. The app is telling you the value of the house. The app is telling you the square footage of the house. The app is showing you the house in 3D. It's also giving you the floor plan of the house, which is the architectural drawing of the house. It's telling you the year the house was built and previous renovation that's been done on the house. So the app is giving you all the information that a realtor would have told you verbally. Next thing that where we could go with the app is, you're saying that there's no one there to talk about the concession and stuff. That's where we was. Yeah. The app is also telling you the different thing that you could ask your seller for. It doesn't mean the seller is going to accept it. Which in real life, if a realtor should give that same offer, the seller wouldn't have to accept it. The up thing that I think that a lot of people is going to use this app, because we get to cut out that 4 to 6%. Let me tell you something. I have paid, and I'm not even exaggerating, I don't even know how much money I've paid in realtor fees. I probably paid more than $500,000 already. But by now you're a
realtor fee. You're a pro because you're doing this on a daily basis, right? You're making deals, 645 deals.
Yeah, but what if they make it user friendly?
But what I'm saying is,
just like a phone.
Yeah, but you have to understand from an emotional standpoint, because buying a home is very emotional.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the business, I've seen people who it's hard for them to take that step, and they're juggling work, their family, and their everyday life while trying to make this big decision.
Yeah.
That, it's life-changing. So for you who have had the experience, know the terminology, you will not want to do a doctor's work or a lawyer's work, right? You won't represent yourself in court.
But this is how I look at it.
Even when you're right, you won't represent yourself in court.
Watch how I'm going to catch you now. I think what you're going to do with the app is normalize the app. Let me give you guys an example. In 1995, as I said, you laugh because I told you on the phone call.
Yesterday we had a big, we've been going at this since yesterday.
And let me ask you guys, and I want you to tell me in the comment section, in 1995, do you think you would have a device in your hand that where you could pick up and you could send a message and someone got it immediately? Or better yet, to even hold up your phone and I'm in America, my cousin's in Jamaica, but I could see everything that they're doing. What did they do? They stopped sending letters and telegrams and they normalize the cell phone. What I'm telling Sadie that's going to happen is they're going to normalize the app. Whereas, imagine you could plug in your information, put in the address that you want to buy, and then that's why I want to finish explaining the app. So after you put in all of your personal...
This is a hypothetical app.
Yeah.
And every time
I'm giving away my ideas.
You probably is. And every time I come up with a concept that challenge the app, every time I upgrade the app.
I upgrade the app.
So, let's see, because at the end of the day...
Yeah.
Even with taxes, there's a couple apps out there now where people can go and plug in what they make and all of that stuff and file their own taxes.
Yeah, like TurboTax.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is not what the average person do on a daily basis. So they're going to make mistakes, especially when you have a busy life, you have a busy schedule. why would you want to risk your biggest investment on an app when you can have somebody who do it every day to advocate for you to get you the best value?
Watch this. I'm going to go back to the telegram and the letter. We know that every message we send from this phone, we know that every phone call that goes out, we all know the government listen to us. If you watch that movie Snowden, if you didn't watch it yet, go and watch it. The government watch you through everything, through the TV, cell phones, laptops. They watch you through everything. We know that. Why don't you still write a letter or a telegram? Because they normalize the thing they call the cell phone. And if I see anyone, I'm going to patent this when I'm done. I told her the name of the app the other day.
Okay.
Realtors at your fingertip. And I'm going to make sure I call my lawyer today and get with the patent group before I even drop the video. So if you even try to build this app, you're going to get sued. Because I'm going to create the app and show her the app is going to work. Like
but how long
else,
do you think this app is going to be in effect before Realtors is extinct, as you put it?
No, but I wouldn't want to get rid of Realtors because I love the human being interaction. But guess what? I love also that 4 to 6%. It's crazy.
But
imagine I sell a house for $1 million and I have to give a realtor. She never came one day on the job site to pick up a hammer. She never came to drive a nail in the wall. She didn't come to Home Depot. But I have to give a realtor $60,000 out of my profit.
But you're talking
if
about
I'm gonna let me do that for free or pay $5.99 to download it a month. Tell me what I'm gonna choose, or anyone gonna choose.
No, but okay. So on the listing side, you have a lot of people that do for sale by owners, right?
Yeah.
But
you don't get as much traction.
Right, because way the system's set up, you have a multi-listing service.
Yes.
Where the properties go through, and a lot of realtors work with a local multi-listing service.
So everything you say now, you see I'm enhancing my app.
Oh yeah, so I need to stop talking.
So my app is going to be joined to the MLS. So whenever I put a property, say I finish upgrading a property, and I put it on my app, boom, straight to the MLS.
But then I'm advocating right now for the buyers, because anybody can list a property. And I've seen incidents and situations where people even buy new construction, and you would think it's brand new, it's a builder.
New construction have the most problem.
Okay, so you know that for a fact, but yet still, it's the same thing where you would have to, even when you go see a seller in person and they tell you so much things that they do, and you look at the picture and it looks amazing. When you go to see that property in person, it's a lot of things that the buyers aren't aware of if they don't have somebody with that eye to say, hey, they just painted over some mold, and you don't want to have mold
watch this
issue.
Now. That's where on my app.
So tell me how the app is going to solve that.
Because on my app we have a list of inspectors, where once you put in an offer and your offer has been accepted, you have a list of inspectors on the app that you could choose from.
That's a conflict of interest.
No, it can't. Because remember, the buyer is the one who hired who hires an inspector. So you are giving you, once you're listed on the Google list as an inspector in the area, all those inspector offices gonna come up. So you choose the inspector you want to use. The same way you have to go on your phone and Google an inspector to hire an inspector. I'm giving you inspectors at your fingertips. So all you gotta do is click on the inspector, click his number, call, set up the inspection, and guess what? He's gonna send you the inspection report right back to that app. Go again. You see what I'm saying? They could create this thing. I'm not for it.
It's gonna take a while before we.
I could do this in a year and execute it. I don't want to talk too loud because I don't want Donald Trump and Elon Musk to come for me to ask me for this information that I have in my head. But I think it's a brilliant app. But I don't really like AI because it's taking away a lot of people's jobs. And then people start losing their homes. I'm family. I'm big on family.
AI
it makes your life easier.
In society where it does its thing. But this conversation could never be AI.
Yeah,
right?
It can.
Because
I'm telling you, all they gotta do is to normalize it. Look,
no,
if
but what I'm saying is
the government make everybody stay in their house for almost 2 years.
And we had to, we had to learn. We had to learn. We had to learn how to make it work.
But look, if they normalize the app, all right. Let me ask you a question. If tomorrow Elon Musk and Donald Trump says no more realtors because we have an app and you cannot buy a house regulated by the feds, that you cannot buy a house if you don't go through this app, what do you think will happen?
Riot?
No. Won't be any riot. Guess what? They're going to advertise the perks. Hey, you don't have to pay that hefty 6%. You get what I'm saying?
It would be debatable because as I said,
but
no matter what you put
executive
on a
order,
day-to-day basis as a realtor, and some deals that I've seen.
No, I love realtors.
Trust me.
Realtors, let me tell you.
If you have a really good realtor, if you have me.
I have real good realtors. And every city that I have a realtor in, they are very good realtors.
And what makes them good?
Because they're professional. They know what they're doing. They give you good information and their comps are on point. Because as you know...
the funny thing, the comps is easy because you put in the information of the subject property and you can have AI do a comparable.
Yeah, with
right?
one mile.
And that is like...
I'm sorry. For the people who don't know what comps is, so whenever you're trying to buy or sell a house, it's the comparables. So say you were selling a house 3-bed, 2-bath, and the square footage is 1,500 square feet. So you look for other houses within a 1-mile radius with the similar square footage, or a house similar to yours, to see what the last house was sold for, or the last 2 houses was sold for. And then you could see how much you could sell your house for. And it also depends on how much upgrade it has. But there's a cap that you can't really pass. So you can't put $1 million chandelier in a $100,000 house and want to sell it for $1.3 million. It doesn't work that way. So now you understand what comps are.
Exactly. So,
yeah. But AI is good, but I prefer the realtors out there. We're about to wrap up right now because we ran out of time. AI is good, but I prefer my face-to-face with my realtor or my realtors, so I'm not being disrespectful. Big up my realtors in New York, Texas, Detroit, Atlanta, Miami, Florida, whatever. But this conversation, I think we're gonna have to continue next time. Not promising you for the next video, because she's very busy, I'm very busy, so we don't get a lot of time to meet up like that to shoot a video unless it's business. So remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the post notification bell. And if you need a house in Florida, or she has connections in, as I told you, many different states also, just hit up Saturday or just call the number you see down here below and send me a text. Someone from my team will reply to you and get you the information over. Been the Rich from Rich Team Real Estate. What I thought that me knows. I'm out.
There you have it, guys. Like I said, the video was very informative. Good. Well, thank you again to our followers abroad. Yes, to those of us living in Jamaica. Big up on yourself, to all of the added them. Yeah, thank you for continuously watching and coming out on a day-to-day notice. Yeah, big up on yourself. Thank you for the support, love and respect all the time. Big up on yourself next week on the Ash Wednesday to all of the Jamaicans. Big up on yourself.
Too much money, bro. I'm rich, I'm confused. I got too much money, bro. Rich and can't lose.